Okay, let me start with how my experience interact with the course content. So at first, I thought teaching was just like following the plan. So teaching postures first, then scales, then techniques like vibrato or tremolo. But one of my first students changed that. She was so tense in her shoulders when playing the D string scale. So I kept correcting her posture, but nothing stuck. Then I remembered a course concept about external focus instead of making her fixate on her fingers. So I told her to imagine the song as a beam of a light stretching to the back of the classroom. So suddenly her shoulders dropped and her tongue got smoother. So that's when I relaxed. The course content isn't just a list of things to teach, it's a tool. And my job is to use real, in the moment experiences to make that tool work for her. So later, when we worked on Little White Cabbage, the course said to teach vibrato and tremolo. So I broke down each movement step by step, steady fingers, pressure for vibrato or quick wrist move for tremolo, and she practiced single notes over and over, but she playing was so mechanical. So the long notes for white and frost had no warmth, so the tremolo for gloomy didn't feel tense at all, so I had to tie the techniques to the song story. I said, think of vibrato like soft sobs and tremolo is hard beating first with worry. So that's when her playing clicked. She didn't just hit the notes anymore, she told the story. And my experience of selling her struggle pushed me to go beyond the course's how and either why. And now, so let's talk about the success and familiar. So because both taught me way more than any textbook, the successful lesson, they had two things in common. First, they used science in simple ways, and I learned about neuroplasticity in my training. So how learning is about building natural networks, not just repeating movements. So instead of making students play for hours, I had them to do some mental practice. So listen to a melody and visualize their heads moving and rehearsal in their heads. So even with less playing time, their skills got better because we were training their brains too. So then there was Liang Xiao, and we used the pinpointing method for her tricking bars 5 to 6, focused only on those two bars and contented on how many times she played them right in the minute. So watching her from 3 correct tries to 8, so that confidence boost was priceless. So but and familiar there were just as important. When I first taught Little White Cabbage, I was so focused on fixing her technical mistakes, like your board angle is off or your vibrato is too fast, that I forgot to tell her the big picture. These techniques are here to help you show the song's sadness. So she played perfectly, but it had no soul. And another time I did repeated joys with no breaks, and her focus faded and her bowing got uneven. So I relaxed. I've ignored a key course point. So don't overload their attention. So those mistakes taught me that success isn't about covering all the content. It's about meeting the student where they are. Yes. So finally, how do I keep growing with my students? I have 3 small plans. So first, I want to start every new piece with story time. Before teaching any techniques for a new song, we will talk about its background, what the lyrics mean, how it's supposed to feel. That way, techniques never feel like random rules, they are part of the story. So second, I'm going to make practice more consistent. The progress table and I used with Liang Xiao, where she tracked correct plays, so will be part of the whole practice now. And I will also add spaced repetition. So instead of cramming a technique into one class, we will revisit it every 2 or 3 days to make sure it sticks. And third, I will keep things flexible. So when drills get boring, we will take 30-second pauses, listen to a professional recording, or just talk about how the music makes her feel. And even though grammatication is fine, yes, so I will make sure we will never lose sight of why we're here, because music is about feeling, not just a point. So I think I still a lot to learn. So every lesson, good or bad, is a step forward for me. So that's the best part of this learning journey and teaching journey. Thank you.